Another great effort. You at least get a point out of it, but do you feel bad for him at three really good efforts and he can't get a win out of it?
Yeah, I mean, the efforts were outstanding, and wins will follow. But yeah, he deserved probably. The effort was great. He deserved a win. Didn't happen, and you just keep moving forward. But very happy for him, and happy to see the progress. This was obviously a big step forward for him.
It's a big step forward for the group after the wait. I mean, this is probably one of your more complete games.
Yeah, 2 nights in a row against two extremely talented hockey teams, in New York, and the Rangers, and obviously Washington, and lots of really good things. We had some doubt in our game going into these last two games, and we can't be influenced by things around us. You gotta be in the moment, and I thought our guys were tonight. Obviously, now back to back, and the results. You can be disappointed with the end result, and you're never happy, or you're never content until you're winning. But we know we're in the middle of the process, and you got to have that effort and energy, and we did.
Luka's 22, and you mentioned the other day he's in the development phase. But I mean, could he keep running more starts when guys come back?
Yeah, he definitely could. But he won't come out of a development phase. He's 22, and so I say that with a smile, because he is still in development. I mean, the ceiling is, like we talk about ceiling for Tage and other guys, and his ceiling is really high. It's not even close to it. But to see performances like tonight and the last couple nights is great. The control, the confidence. He's in the moment. He's reading shooters. Last night he had a goal that we talked about many times. He probably want back, but he recalibrated and didn't let it affect him, and that's progress. So it's really nice to see progress, and you have to keep your mind open every time you have guys up. So that's what you want. It's an opportunity for us to see where they're at, and he's looked very good, obviously.
I realize this is a broad question, but how much different does he look with these three starts than when he came here last year?
A lot different. He looks a lot different than he did in training camp, quite honestly. I mean, you guys saw camp, and you think the whole summer he had time in the NHL last year. The whole summer he comes in, whatever goes through your head and pressure you put on yourself in training camp, and it's he was able to recalibrate and refocus in Rochester and use all that experience or those experiences to add to the performance I believe he had the last 3 games he's played now.
You guys passing up too many shots, or passing up good shots and only in
Yeah.
a second or two.
What's interesting, Bill? The coaches were just talking about how many goalposts we hit tonight. So yeah, I would say you're always going to find instances in the game where you say, "Damn it, we should have shot that puck." So yeah, I mean, it's just, I don't think there's ever going to be a game where you don't wish the guys would take more shots. But in their head, it's happening quick, and they see a play, the next potential play. But yeah, I would always like more net focus and drive to that net. I'd like the guys without the puck to commit going to the net too, so they almost force their teammate to shoot a puck. But again, tonight we did have some pretty good looks and chances, and didn't get a bounce or two maybe.
When Washington was starting to come at this third, was that just simply puck management issues?
Yeah, it was. It was a lot of puck management issues, and it was early in the first too, where it just took us a little bit to just find some calm in our game, and that was the case in the third. We just couldn't get calm, and then when you don't have that, and you finally get opportunity, we didn't get pucks behind them, or we overhandled it, or as Bill mentioned, you try to make an extra play instead of a direct play. So we did complicate things after the fact of what you're saying in the third, and it started to slip away a little bit there, and Opie made a couple great saves, if I remember right, to keep it tight.
It's good to see that you guys didn't allow them. They like to move the puck side to side of the offensive zone.
They do.
You guys were getting a lot of sticks and closing the lane a lot better than
Yeah, it's.
last time you guys played.
We before you play a team, you watch their previous couple of games, 2-3 games, and you watch your last game against them. And I can tell you, when you watch the Rangers in Washington, they zip pucks around pretty darn good against their opponents. And so even in Pittsburgh last night or against Pittsburgh last night, we knew we had to make sure we were strong in the middle, and I thought we were great there. I mean, again, they're great players, so if they lure you out to the perimeter, or you give them a little extra time of possession on the perimeter, but if you get lured out too far, and they'll zip it through the middle on you, and you're caught. And I thought we did a nice job limiting that as much as we could, and obviously you can limit number 8, and any of those passes, you're doing a really good job. So I was happy with that.
In all your years, have you ever seen your first 2 shooters at the post like that? It's like they had beaten them on both sides.
Yeah, that's a kind of a trick question, Paul, because memory will say no, but I'm sure it's happened multiple times over the years and just can't remember anymore. But yeah, it's again, it was unfortunate. You hit 2 posts in the shootout and you score 1, and that's the way it goes.